We're really doing this again. Oh, we're really doing this again, aren't we? We're actually gonna do this again. Okay. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another post game here on Mets Central. The Mets lose 5-1 to the Atlanta Braves. I genuinely had a better time having the iPad out, putting on the Rangers preseason game, watching that crap, and I'm not exactly the biggest fan in the world right now with the way things are going in Rangers land. I had more fun watching that than this fucking dog shit. What am I supposed to say? It's the same old. It's the same fucking old. Once again, you need a starting pitcher to come up big for you, come up this much. It's the same dog shit. What am I supposed to say right now? Other than it's the same old. It's the same old with this crap. I'm tired of it. I'm so fucking tired of this shit. I think that if they end up getting swept here, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose it. Before we jump into everything, leave a like on the post-game show if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially for Met fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live here on the channel. What a blast we're going to have here tonight, because this is just, I fucking can't with this team. I can't. It's just, yet again, the same. It's just the same. You ask for a starting pitcher to come up big, they come up small. You ask for somebody, just somebody in this offense to come up big, and you get a Chris Paul home run from Mark Vientos, and that's your night for you. Because Spencer Schwellenbach looked like Jacob deGrom out there. I'm fed up. I'm fed up. Every single guy that we talked about playing well, nope. Nobody was good tonight. Oh, Iglesias kept his hitting streak alive. Good for him. Ryan Stanek out of the pen, garbage. And you know what? Sad part is, the bullpen was the best part of this game. Outside of Ryan Stanek, you got good contributions from Brazoban, Ottavino, and Young. Your worst part of the bullpen finally contributes for you, and your offense has nothing to show for it. Lindor had enough. He had his cleats on by the 5th inning. That's how bad. That's how bad this is. Oh my God. We're really doing this again. We're really doing this all over again. I gotta put my headphones on now. I can't believe we're doing this again.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Like I don't like it's the same shit I don't understand. Every time they go into that ballpark, it just seems like they forget the fundamentals of baseball. I mean, cool, like first inning, Sevy gets into some trouble, gets out of it. Second inning, he recovers, has a good 1-2-3 inning. And then that third inning, or maybe it was the fourth inning, I don't know. I got so pissed off watching this game, but the play where Alvarez and Severino run into each other, I don't understand that. That's a simple play. That's simple communication. And for whatever reason, because I swear to God, if that's in any other ballpark, that is a clean play being made. But for some fucking reason, in that stupid fucking ballpark in Atlanta fucking Georgia, that they make same mistakes every time after every single fucking time. Brandon Nimmo get in the 5th inning, tries down by 5 runs, no matter, tries. Can't field the ball into the outfield properly. It bounces off him. I forgot who hit it, but he goes into second base. It might have been Gio Urshela. I really don't give a fuck at this moment. And then the at-bats. Oh my God, some of these at-bats. Whoever decided to hit Starling Marte third today, it needs to be fucking fired. What does Starling Marte offer this team? Nothing. And then Jesse Winker. Jesse Winker needs to fucking sit for the rest of the series. Because 2 at-bats, you're down by big runs. And instead of actually working the count, nope, you swing first pitch, and he grounded on the last one. I forgot whether he flew out or grounded out on the first one, but it's like they forget how to play baseball. I don't understand what the mental block is. I don't know. Maybe before tomorrow's game, if there even is a game tomorrow played, I don't know. Maybe they need to sacrifice like a chicken or something in the fucking locker room to get the demons out. I don't know. I don't get it.
I'm over it. I'm over it. And you know what? You know what? Shame on me. Shame on me for having confidence going into the series. When will I learn? When the fuck will I learn with this team? God bless your soul for even mentioning anything from this game. Because I have no appetite. I have none. You have, but I will anyway right now. You have Pete Alonso who's strong. I forgot what inning it was. What the fuck does it matter? You have Pete Alonso in one inning, strikeout, and then Jesse Winker's going up, first pitch swinging, and then hitting into a pop out. All right. They're getting contributions from Gio Urshela, and we are begging for scraps here. We can't get contributions from our top guys. Pete Alonso, you want your fucking money? Show up. Tired of it. I'm tired of all this. The fact that one of your only guys to get a hit tonight is Acuna. Have some shame. Where are the guys that were here in 2022 to show up when it matters? Where are they? Because I would have thought going into tonight, if anyone was going to struggle, it would be Iglesias, it would be Vientos, it would be Acuna, guys that had no part of 2022. But instead, no. You got Brandon Nimmo 0 for 4. Way to show up, buddy. Starry Marte 0 for 4. Alonso 0 for 3. These are guys that were here. And then even Alvarez was here technically 0 for 3. And he was here in 2022. Where are those guys? Where are the guys that actually were here to play with some fire under their ass? Severino fucking sucked today. I mean, just terrible. Just terrible. And whether we debate it again, I literally I cannot recall ever rebuttaling this or ever saying otherwise to this at any point. I don't even remember anyone commenting about this. But regardless, yeah, I mean, he sucked tonight. There's nothing to say. That he couldn't put batters away if his life depended on it tonight. He just couldn't do it. He was up 1-2 in the count on multiple occasions, and nope, either a walk or a hit. There was just no times where he was putting batters away. I could think of one time off the top of my head where he throws a breaking ball and gets a strikeout. Couldn't put batters away. Just couldn't do it tonight. And once Ozuna hit that home run, you knew that it was done. The amount of hard contact they allowed, I mean, just terrible. Fucking terrible. What? And yeah, we just talked about this. The offense, again, not showing up. And it's just a shame. It's a shame that I had confidence that things were going to be different. It's just like the hockey team I root for. Isn't it just amazing how they all, it all just, oh, it's all the same. It's all the fucking same. It's just every time, oh, it's different. It's different. This time's different. Oh, they won the first 7 in the postseason. This is different. No, it's not different. It's fucking not. I've had it. I've just had it. And it's sad how I have to feel this way after one game. You're not beating Chris Sale tomorrow if you couldn't score on Spencer Schwellenbach. Are you fucking kidding me? You're not touching Chris Sale. Chris Sale's throwing a no-hitter tomorrow. And then if the game on Thursday gets postponed, I mean, forget about it. You are not making the playoffs unless the Diamondbacks collapse and you sweep Milwaukee at that rate. Fucking terrible. Pathetic. And I have no idea. And if it's a mental block, then guys need to go. And there are guys here that either way are probably going to go from that 2022 team that are on this team remaining, like Alonso and Marte. But I mean, even if it's not this team, it is every time with Atlanta. It is every time.
It's gotta be a mental block at this point because I mean they asked Mendoza before the game about like mental blocks and stuff and whether the 2022 collapse is going to affect this team. He said no. Well, you know what? Tonight proved otherwise because I just saw way too many fundamental mistakes, and this is not skill. This is not down to skill. This is just down to concentration and simple mistakes that cost you. Because listen, if that first one were Alvarez and Severino, if they don't run into each other and that's an out, and that's the first out of the inning, maybe the rest of that doesn't happen where the Braves go off and score 5 runs or 4 runs in the inning. I forgot at that point how many runs they scored in that inning, but it's just it's simple stuff. And then you see for the Braves, I'm not making excuses, but just everything seems to go their way. I mean, the Acuna with a little bloop with a little bloop single to center field. Nope. Of course, Michael Harris is able to dive in and get to it. And it's like Michael Harris. He could have had no arms, no legs. He still would have found a way to catch that fucking ball. He could have dove the other way and caught that shit with his ass cheeks, and it would have been recorded as an out. And then you got the one later in the game where they got a guy on first. I forgot who hits it, but they rip it, goes off Matt Olson's glove. But of course, it doesn't roll away into the outfield. No, but it goes right next to. He's able to pick it up and dive to first base to record the out. And again, it's not me making excuses, but when you just have when you're just a good team, good things happen to you, and you get good breaks. And it's like I said, it's always in this fucking ballpark for some reason. I don't understand it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm at a loss for words right now. I really am. Because this is just, what is there to say? Literally, what is there to say anymore? I honestly got nothing.
If Sebi got hard hit like this today, I mean, how the fuck are we supposed to have any faith in David Peterson going out there tomorrow if they even play tomorrow? And then with Chris Sale, I mean, if that's the same lineup going out there, if you're rolling out Starling Marte at batting third tomorrow, you know what? Chris Sale's gonna be rubbing his hands tomorrow because that's just. I mean, like I said, there was no plate approach whatsoever. Nobody working the count. Nobody fouling balls off. I mean, you saw it with the Braves early on in the game during the first inning and the third inning especially. You got guys like Jorge Soler going up there, fouling pitch after pitch after pitch, making Severino work and making his pitch count go high up in those first 3 innings. And what were the Mets doing against Spencer Schwellenbach? Nothing. Nothing. They weren't taking pitches. They weren't making them work. They were just swinging, nice little easy contact, ground balls, flyouts, and there you go. And that's how he was able to go out there and pitch like 7 clean innings, apart from the one home run. Or I don't even think that was him that gave up the home run, but you know what I mean.
I'm trying. I'm trying to think of literally anything, but I don't know what anyone wants me to even say right now, other than we have to literally pray to the heavens that somehow Chris Sale pitches the worst outing of his life, which is not going to happen. But we have to just pray that somehow it's going to happen.
But
Right.
Lindor will be back in the lineup tomorrow. Like I'm pretty sure that was the final straw that they were waiting for, because they were. He probably could have played today, but they were probably just waiting for it to eventually get to this point. And whether that's wrong or right, but he's definitely playing tomorrow without a doubt.
I don't like that. I really don't like that. If that was the mentality, it's a terrible mentality to have. Because the mentality should have been, we have 2 games to win. If Lindor is fine enough to go, put him in the damn lineup, finish these 2 games, and then he could rest the rest of the way because the rest doesn't matter. That would be the right mentality, but instead they're dicking around and trying to overmanage and get a little too cocky with this, and that's the real problem here. And I don't know. Like, I'm happy Lindor is going to be back tomorrow, but I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make when you have the rest of this lineup, specifically Pete Alonso and Brandon Nimmo, who appear to just come up small every time they're in this ballpark. These 2 just don't show up.
I don't know. You'd figure, getting embarrassed in 2022 and blowing a 10-game lead in the division might actually motivate you to come out and actually, go out there and turn around the fortunes of what happened last time. But I guess to them it just doesn't matter because just they walk into that ballpark and it seems like they forget all the fundamentals of baseball. They forget how to field. They forget how to actually, work the count, actually have good quality ABs, go up there with actual plan. I don't know. I'm trying to be as optimistic as possible, but when you go into that first game like that, and like I said earlier on the podcast, you always want to start off every series on the right foot. Well, that game was probably the worst kind of effort you probably could have put in the first game, especially now going and facing Chris Sale tomorrow if the game does go ahead.
Yeah. And honestly, at this point, the best case scenario is the game tomorrow gets postponed too, and then they reschedule both these games so they don't have to face Sale twice. But even then, it's like, I don't know. And if you can't beat up on Chris Sale to begin with, I mean, Spencer Schwellenbach, I should say too. If you can't beat up on these pitchers, you don't deserve anything. And there's another thing too. I mean, it's been a while since Lindor even stepped in the box. Is he going to be that sharp? I don't know. There's no logical reason they should be beat this bad against the Braves team who currently has a worse roster than them. There has to be some sort of hex when they play in Atlanta. It's uncanny. Unfucking canny. They forget how to play baseball. Yeah. I mean,
it's not a hex. They just for whatever reason, they get so flustered when they walk into that ballpark. And like I said, I don't know what the reason is because they just went out there. They played arguably the best team in the National League in the Philadelphia Phillies. And you go out there and you take 3 out of 4 against them. And you actually play good quality baseball. You field correctly. You have good at-bats. You score runs. Big guys producing. And then all of a sudden, you turn up to Atlanta, fucking Georgia. You walk into that ballpark of Sun Truist and all the fundamentals go out the window. It's no hex. It's no curse. It's just something within that specific group and specifically the top guys. Because at the end of the day, in these types of games, it's your top guys that need to push you over the top. The Braves did it. Michael Harris stepped up today. He went like 3 for 4 today, 4 for 4, hit a home run. Marcell Ozuna hit a home run. Matt Olson had a go-ahead RBI.
Albies had a big RBI.
Albies had a big RBI.
Even so Gloriano's giving RBIs. Urshela's contributing. Orlando Arcia is playing elite defense out there, sliding across the damn diamond. Meanwhile, Brandon Nimmo out there, a ball bounces in front of him, and he can't even block it with his body to hold it to a single. You have Severino chucking the fucking baseball into the outfield. You have all these mistakes left and right from this team. It's just terrible. It is just terrible. And I don't know what the answer is, but all I know is that they have to figure out a way tomorrow, because if not, you are putting your season in serious jeopardy. And you're then counting on the Diamondbacks collapsing at that point. And your business isn't done either, because you still got to go to Milwaukee where you don't win games and try to win games there. A loss like this changes a lot of the vibes of the season. And all I know is that there better be some sort of team meeting in that locker room right now, because you play like this tomorrow, no, then you don't deserve to be in the postseason. We'll see you in 2025. I'm wrapping it up here though, because I am gonna go talk about the Rangers now. A lot more enjoyable of a conversation. I cannot believe I'm saying that right now, which is just depressing from where I was literally 3-4 hours ago, but this is where we are. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.